Oh, indeed. So now, remember this name, Chad Hendricks. Now, he's a 24-year-old conductor and music teacher from Cape Town, and he's on his way to the United States after winning the prestigious national Len Van Zyl Conductors competition. Now, we were fortunate enough to catch up with this Cape music talent to chat about his labor of love ahead of his big trip, and fair to say, he struck a chord.
The feeling you get when you're standing in front of an entire room of musicians, it's very intimidating. The musicians in front of you are very learned, they work very hard at their craft, but when you are able to play a part in the overall picture of making this beautiful music, it's unbelievable, and I think that's what I love the most. How would I describe what I do for a living? In short, making music. Taking the music from previous composers and breaking it down and analyzing it, deciding what I think is important and trying to get that out of the ensemble or orchestra that I work with. My church, the New Apostolic Church, there's a big emphasis on music. When I was about 4 years old, I used to kind of conduct in the benches myself, and no one really took note of me, but it was just accepted. Okay, cool, that's what he does, you know. My parents really supported me, and they saw that there was a like or love of music, and they just pushed me forward with that. I started playing recorder when I was 6 years old. I sang in the children's choir. I did music at school, primary and then high school. And then eventually I went on to study at University of Cape Town. The process is kind of twofold. It's a lot to do with the before and the actual in the moment. A lot of what you're going to do on the podium is based on your preparation. What you're preparing, you wanting to then communicate over. You work on dynamics, you work on articulations, you work on speed and that kind of thing, but above that you work on your interpretation of the music. If you've prepared well, then you're able to then take it to the next level when you're actually standing there. The thing that I love the most about conducting is the connection. Playing an instrument, that's a vessel that you can emote through. With conducting, you've got nothing else except your body. So there's a much deeper connection, and it just becomes a lot more about feeling for me. And it's a good feeling to suggest something through a gesture, and the orchestra plays. It's amazing. My advice to aspiring musicians, aspiring conductors is hard work, persevere through all of your challenges, and never stop learning. I think that's the most important thing. In terms of conducting, try and find an ensemble to work with and look for opportunities to perform, because that's how you're going to own your craft.